You're one of those people, I see.
Keto, man, it's where it's at.
Alrighty, so we are getting right into it. It's going to be Lijiang. We're going to be starting out here on the control center. It is going to be One Shot versus Brother. Both teams, dark horses in the scene. One Shot definitely a little bit favored going into this, and we'll have to see if Brother can make an impression here on One Shot. For Brother, this is pretty much everything to gain, nothing to lose. But if they are able to take out One Shot here, it'd be absolutely huge for them.
Yeah. So what they are going to be running, Brother, is the double of Fear and Fox on their Tracers. Eyepatch is going to reprise this role as Reaper. Double Lucios are going to be Comfy and Tankara. Oh my god, a cow is going to be playing Winston.
Well, meanwhile, taking a look here at the One-Shot roster, they're going to have Chronic and Exy both on Zarya's, the sister-sister combination coming out. Ultima Weapon on Reaper, Dot on Tracer, and Rolf and Psycho Waffle going to be on Double Lucio. So, interesting stuff coming out here.
Yeah, the double Zarya is interesting. We saw people try to run it before. Like I said, it requires a great amount of coordination and not trying to overstack shields, making sure everyone who needs the shield is getting one. It can be super frustrating to play against.
Well, 2 quick kills here coming out from the Zarya combination for One Shot. 64 in their favor right now, as they should be able to take first control at this point. It's really difficult to come back being down 2 players. Lucio, though, able to give Chronic the slip, does get onto the health pack. Dot, though, doing all sorts of work here in the back on Tracer, getting effectively a triple kill, and that's going to be it. That is going to be first capture of the point to One Shot.
Yeah, Psycho just kind of got abandoned by his team. Feel a little bad for him because they were both in the backlines chasing. Both the Zaryas were anyway, so no shields were coming up from him. He just got one-on-one by the Winston. That's, you know, kind of just a small error, but it doesn't cost him anything.
So you see the offense of One Shot now being very, very aggressive. They're pushing way off on the point. They're keeping Brother right now stuck almost back in their spawn. This is so aggressive right now, but it's working out. Fear, though, with the punish, comes at the pulse bomb, takes out 2. Dot tries to counter. Ultima Weapon, though, dives right in, spins into their team, takes out 3 with the Reaper ultimate, and that is going to start that push that honestly was looking pretty good off of pulse bomb for Fear.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be on Fear and Fox to do a lot of work here, I think. They were the ones who carried early on, and just the late comment from Ultima absolutely cleaned that up, and the little spin to win right there.
Let's get you here.
So you see a bit of a switch up here coming out from Brother. They're now running double Reaper to try and deal with the double Zarya. I'm not sure if it's going to work out the way they want, but we'll just have to see. Both teams getting into it on the point. Very back and forth. And another pulse bomb going off. Down goes Ultima Weapon. And Fox has been a beast. Even though it hasn't worked out so far here for Brother in this particular game, he's been good in the games we've seen him here thus far. Soundbearer, though, coming out from the side of One Shot. They want to hold on to this point if they can, but a Graviton now coming up. Group hug treatment going in for Brother, and they actually survive it with the aid of Soundbearer, so they're still here on the point. They're slowly turning this in their favor.
Yeah, Double Reaper is really good. It's really the best answer to 2 Zaryas because he's the most deliberate hero in the game. He chooses when to fight, he chooses when to leave fights, and he has the most control of his damage, and it's such high burst. You don't have to shoot at shields, you're not accidentally charging those Zaryas. Double Reaper is the perfect answer to the Zarya, and it's working out for him.
Double Reaper, as you mentioned, working out here for the side of Brother. They're able to retake control. And we actually have Dot now switching up to a Hanzo. Simple geometry in the house, looking for the pickoffs. Gonna get a Winston right on him for his effort. I'm not sure if Hanzo is really the way to go. Here comes the Death Blossom coming out from the side of Eyepatch. Only takes out 1. But overall, Fear and Eyepatch is able to dive right into the backline. The Double Reaper is doing so much work, going to set up Brother once again as well, pushing back One Shot.
Yeah, conversely, Ultima just completely whipped his Death Blossom early. So much so no one even saw it. He was just spinning alone on the platform. Everyone just left. He got nothing out of it. They're going to switch into Double Reapers of their own now.
So they're saying Double Reaper, now Double Zarya. This is interesting. No Tracers out right now for the side of One Shot. But nothing else, it is unique. Graviton going to come out. Gets not one, but both Lucios in here. Soundbearer comes out. They're able to weather the storm as Fear spins to the backline, takes out Psycho. Roof goes down as well. All the supports are down for One Shot as Brother now making a case, about to even up the score.
Yeah, this is kind of what we saw in their other match too. They have perfect responses to these Gravitons. They're getting nothing done out of it. Sound Barrier, Primal Rage, there were 3 caught up in there. Everyone lived through it, then they're able to spin out of it, get more kills of their own. They're just always prepared for the Zarya ultimate, which is just staggering.
Well, and the other problem they have here, too, is that they're going to go in for another Graviton, and they're going to meet another Sound Barrier, because, look, Exy's going to go for this, and they're going to break it down. They drop the beat, they're going to be Sound Barrier, and both teams with the Sound Barrier, but Dot is able to get some of the cleanup, does get a kill off that Sound Barrier, nonetheless, picks up the double kill, and now the 4-kill advantage. One Shot bringing this right back in the Brother. And they weren't able to really live through that Graviton that time.
Yeah, they live long, but I think adding the Double Reaper in here too, I mean, it's a great follow-up to Graviton. You can just use your primary and get a ton of damage done there too. So now they're very far forward. They got punished a little bit last time, were saved by a Death Blossom. Now they're going to have to retreat.
Oh, Ultimate Weapon just blows up Fox to be sure. The solo ult taking out Fox, able to get Omega Cal right after that. Double kill here for One Shot. Now One Shot really taking it back, and 95% to 99%, but this is do or die now for the side of Brother, and I don't even think they're going to be able to get on the point and force overtime, and no, they won't.
Very close, though. I mean, that was an extremely contested stage.
Score 1-0.
I mean, that was wonderful King of the Hill to watch. The composition changed, and everyone was kind of playing around each other. No tracers on the side from One Shot is interesting. I think that's definitely something they were ready to transition to. When you're coming out with double Zaryas, you're already kind of you know, bucking the trend of what has been happening on King of the Hill, and then the Double Reaper is being answered by its own Double Reaper. Be interesting to see if Brother does anything a little different here. They are going to put a Zarya of their own into the mix.
So, one Zarya, 2 Reapers versus 2 Reapers, 2 Zaryas. And Fox still remaining on the Tracer, so if nothing else for this team comp, we are seeing a little bit more variety than we saw yesterday, where EU was very stuck in their ways, so to speak. By virtue of being the only person on Tracer, Fox is able to get the point first. Eye Patch winning the fight against Ultimate Weapon, 65 in favor of Brother right now. Brother getting deep in to the back. Fox looking for Lucio pickup, but Lucio able to give him the slip. Not gonna fall, and pretty close fight here so far, but still a slight advantage to the side of Brother, though that advantage might be going down here as both Zaryas getting charged up for the side of One Shot, and they're starting to turn this in their favor. Very close, though, between both sides.
Well, Fox is actually getting some work done there, too. He's able to take down some players as well. He's in on the point against Wolf here. Yeah, it's just a bloodbath here. It looks like Brother's actually going to have much more presence on this point as Chronic goes down.
Fox is carrying. Fox is able to get effectively 2 kills towards the end, looking for a little bit more. Reaper doing the slip. He's going to go down. And the Tracer play of Fox really being the difference maker there, even though Chronic definitely had some heroics of his own.
Yeah, with how long that fight was going, you had to think that maybe Fox was going to start getting some work done. When everyone starts getting low, Tracer really shines. They're going to do another switch up here. They're running a Mercy now and a Pharah.
Interesting. I think they're just hoping that the aerial play of Dot here is going to keep him away from the Tracer and land all sorts of value on this point. And this is a pretty good point for Pharah. She can use the windows to her advantage. Yeah. People do tend to get pretty clumped up for rockets, and she can knock people off the ledge. Let's not forget.
Yeah, concussion is pretty strong here. The Pulse Bomb comes out early to try to deal with the Pharah. They absolutely miss it.
Oh, let's break it.
Soundbarrier coming out from the side of Brother. Soundbarrier now coming out from the side of One Shot. One Shot trying to make this happen, but they're so far out as Fear right now just dashes right in, picks up the double kill Death Blossom. Dot's gonna punish him, but not before he's just done all sorts of damage to his team's backline. But here's the power of Mercy. Resurrection coming in, but iPad says, look, you might be coming up, but I will send you right back down. Pick up another double kill with a different Death Blossom.
Get buried back and forth there, but as long as this is trading out and the fight keeps being sustained, this percentage keeps going up and up for Brother, and there's nothing left for Exy to do here except die. He's going to try to get some damage done. He does get cleaned up towards the end.
Unfortunate for Exy, he was really charged up, but unfortunately Reaper does way more damage in that situation, and he just had no escapes there, so he's going to chain to death. The only upside here coming out for One Shot, at least on the next fight, is that they do have not 1, but 2 Gravitons, and Ultimate Weapon can follow up here with the Death Blossom, so we'll see how this works out. Almost gets booped off the ledge. Yeah. I think Graviton's going to be coming in here. They're dropping the beat. Ultimate Weapon, are you going to go in? He's not going in just yet. Here an iPatch takeout 2 in the beginning, including Mercy, but here comes the Death Blossom from Ultimate Weapon. Picking up some value, gets 2, but iPatch with the counter gets a double kill of his own. And from looks of it, Brother's going to hang on here, and I'm not even sure we're going to see Tracers come out in time for the side of One Shot.
Oh, they're going to try. They're
trying. The Tracers are coming out, but will they even be able to touch a point? I don't think so.
A little too late in that transition.
So 1-1, and Brother able to, I'm not going to say it's an upset or a shocker, but they're definitely giving One Shot a much closer fight than they might have anticipated going into this game.
Yeah, definitely. I just really don't understand the approach going through that doorway against double Lucios. Like you said, they almost got booped. Then even if you get through the possibility of getting knocked off the edge, you're going to have to fight 2 Reapers in a hallway, essentially. It's not where you want to meet him. So we've seen that approach a couple times. It has never worked out for the teams. I think really the only safe approach, and I guess maybe it was too late to play it safe there. They had to play it the way they did. But coming in through the main marketplace to the wider open space is a little bit smarter in my opinion, especially with these double boops. I think one team is going to get super punished for it at some point.
All right, so Speed Boost is out here for the side But really for both sides just going to be speeding in here. Lucio's on both ends. Double Lucio is the name of the game, and look out here, Dot is going to be on the Tracer. So he was on Tracer before, he will be on Tracer now. He was on Tracer back on Lijiang where they had a decent bit of success, so we'll see if that works out. But Omega Cow able to take him out with the Zarya right click. Straight back and forth here on the fight. On the point as XE takes out iPatch, 5v5. Both teams looking to get a definitive edge early on here on King of the Hill. And this map in particular, once you lose the middle, is so hard to get.
They all just took way too much damage and were never able to heal out of it. Everyone was so low on Brother there. Fear and Fox got a little disconnected, and they did so much work together early on this stage. Then I'm surprised that they were kind of just got separated there.
So the change-up coming out here from inside one shot just seems to be, all right, we're not going to be running double Zarya anymore. We'll be running double Reaper instead, matching double Reaper with double Reaper. Probably a smart idea given how much the Reapers of Brother were doing just in the last game, but they're rushing right into Omega Cow, able to take out Chronic. Fear on the XE, a 6v4 now in favor of Brother, and they're really well positioned as they move on to this point, even though both Reapers are a bit on the low side. Pulse Bomb comes out from Fox, blows up Ultima Weapon. Soundbear gonna come out here from the side one shot, but that might be too late. They've bled a whole lot of players here next.
Yeah, it's a little late. It's only a 3-person Soundbear, and it's just there to deny and stall out. They're gonna maybe trickle onto this point to prevent it getting flipped. No, it's smart. They actually, they bail out of there. They're gonna have to group up here. It looked like XE and Dot were gonna try to get in there, but it would just been donating their lives. So now they're in the odd position of having to try to take it back. They're gonna have to go through a small pack room. iPatch is 5% away from another Death Blossom.
Alrighty, so we see 2 Death Blossoms up here for one shot. They're just gonna roll right in. Here comes the Death Blossom Ultra Weapon. He got booped into the other team. That was a very ill-advised boop. Fear going to get a counter Death Blossom, though, going right back into the one-shot side, and one good Death Blossom deserves another as Fear ends up on top.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about the Tracers, we've talked about the Reapers. The Lucio play out of Brother has also been phenomenal. They're not wasting any sort of sound barriers. They're always timed it right. They're keeping their team so alive and healthy, and they're really just in the most clutch situations, too.
Lucio goes for the loop there, wasn't able to get it. Big Graviton, though, pulls in 4. The follow-up is there. Dot able to take out Tancrod. Comfy goes down. Both Lucios are dead right now for the side of Brother, and this is going to be a very decisive fight as Dot, picking up the triple, almost makes it a quad.
Yeah, sorry for that caster curse, guys. I didn't mean to mention how good the Lucios were playing to get them both killed the moment afterwards.
And that's the name against Zarya. I think both of the Lucios definitely need to have some sort of personal space. Don't both get caught by the same Graviton, because if you do, you are almost certainly going to lose the fight. Lucio cannot do a thing if he gets stuck into it.
No, you just right-click it.
Let's break it.
Oh, almost punished.
Brother coming right back in, but Ultima Weapon with the answer gets 2 quick kills off of left clicks. Looking for Lucio here on the bridge. Down goes Tankra. Comfy actually just gonna fall off in the end as the offensive one-shot being very aggressive, pushing right in to Brother. They're gonna hold and very back and forth game thus far, especially for this stage of Lijiang, which usually lends itself to one team being in control most of the game.
Yeah, definitely. Now they're gonna wait for Fox to see if he can hit something huge. iPatch is also gonna have Death Blossom up, and most importantly, oh my god, Cow almost has his grab. They're gonna take this break. They've been
Soundbear out. Here comes the Death Blossom Ultra Weapon, got right into the back, picks up 2, looking for a little bit more, going to get the 3rd kill. And what a setup there by Ultima Weapon, aided by the sound barrier. They're going to mop up Brother once again. Now for Brother, this is the ideal Tracer stall mode. They need to go Tracers, they need to get onto the point. They have a little bit of time to do it. I think Fox can get onto the point. He's going to do just that. He gets onto the point. Will they go onto the multi-Tracer stall? Again, need to do something quickly. As Ultima Weapon and Roof are picking off the stragglers.
Yeah, they
4 quick kills here.
They had to run in there. They just all got beat up before they got to the point. They've been trying to come over this bridge. It's just so hard to re-initiate onto this stage. And it's going to be stage 4 one-shot. These have been great games, though.
Score.
Very back and forth. But 2-1 in favor of one shot. One shot now 1 round away from knocking Brother into the lower bracket.
Let's up the tempo. Oh, yeah!
And they get to go back to Control Center here, where they did win the first round, so a little bit of RNG luck for one shot, if nothing else.
Yeah, it was super close, though. I mean, actually, all of these have been super close. So, yes, the stage is one that they've already won, but I would not count Brother out of it just yet. So the compositions are going to stay pretty similar here. They're both running in 1 Tracer, 1 Zarya. Winston loved it from either of these teams.
Turn it up.
Cow was on it early, but you can't run it in Double Reaper. You can't run a single Winston in Double Reaper.
Yeah, the lack of Winston has been interesting, but look at this, the flank coming in directly from one shot. They definitely got the better positioning on the run-in. We'll see if they can capitalize. They did get more focus. Ultima Weapon gets first kill, takes out iPatch. Xe got really low, but Xe is going to live at least for now. And they're in the driver's seat now, 6v5. They can roll right into this Brother squad, and they're doing just that. All sorts of damage being done here, and Brother very close to getting wiped out, and that is exactly what is going to happen.
Yeah, really nice focus fire early on there from One Shot. If you were looking at the health bars, it was all just one person took damage, the next person took damage, and the third person took damage. Like, really nice call-outs on the comms there to call Fear, to call Cow, to call Fox, and they all just got deleted.
So quick capture coming out from inside One Shot, not much closer to closing this out. Big post bomb comes out, does not land. Dot returning fire with the post bomb zone, sticks Comfy, takes him out. 2 quick kills here for One Shot, and Brother in all sorts of trouble. They are getting pushed back. They're down 3 players now, and this is going to be the end to this push. And the bigger problem for them is that they've also built up a whole lot of ultimates for the One Shot side, which means that their push after this is probably going to be a failure as well, unless they have an answer for 2 deaths.
Going back to the last stage, right now Brother needs to take a second, because you're not going to win the way you're playing right now, and you're just way too spread apart. Even when you're 5, you're pushing in very, like, long lines, not a group at all. Even here, they push in completely separated, 2 and 4.
Soundbear coming in here from the side of Brother. They're getting right in, but here comes Xe. Death Blossom on the way, speeds into the back, picking up the triple kill, ultimate weapon with the cherry on top, and that is going to be a very decisive team fight in favor of One Shot. Now, the only upside here for the side of Brother is that they didn't use a whole lot of ults there. They're going to have double Death Blossoms themselves. They do have to be careful, though, of Graviton into ultimate weapon.
Yeah, they do have their own Graviton, and they end up eating so much spam on the way through here that it gets really tough for them. Again, they're kind of split up. Cow's on one side, everyone else is going kind of wherever here. I guess they have a fight.
Chronic is the follow coming in here. Ultimate weapon just rolls in. Does not ult because it's no point in ulting, but 2 Death Blossoms coming out here from the side of Brother. They take out 3. Another Death Blossom coming out from ultimate weapon. Everyone is a whirlwind right now, and that Pulse Bomb sticks still. Mega Cow takes him out. Very close fight here with a lot of ults being used. But it does look like this is going to be Brother's point.
Yeah, Comfy able to stay alive there against all odds as a single Lucio. Now, it looks like they're going to pressure a little bit, but this is the difference. One Shot is not going to come in with these 3. They're going to come in as 6. I don't even think they're going to send people really in different angles. They're kind of just hanging out together. Yeah, they've been much more deliberate in their pushes than...
There goes a Graviton. That's going to suck in only Chronic. Chronic, though, will go down. That's going to be a quick man advantage here for the side of Brother. Brother going very deep in. Fear able to take out ultimate weapon. Right now, the Reaper is getting all sorts of value. Look at how deep they're going. They know they have a 64, but they need to be careful. If they lose someone being that aggressive, they will have it immediately turned right back in on them.
Yeah, they do get out there, though, so that's nice. They did bait out Graviton and didn't lose a ton for it, did One Shot. So, like, they lost the fight, but didn't lose everyone.
Soundbear is out here. One Shot just getting right back in. Dot gets that back line, eliminates Tankra. 2-kill advantage here for One Shot as they move in. Pulse Bomb going to whiff. But overall, I'm not sure there's anything that can save Brother here in this fight. They're down people. Eye Patch is going to go down, and this is going to be a quick retake here from One Shot. And look at the percentage when they retake this. They're only going to need 6%, but hang on. Fox with some last-second heroics takes out 2. Fear back in the fight. It is not over yet. Oh my goodness, to come back while down players like that is unlikely. But Fox being the hero right now, chasing down Lucio for good measure. Rolf going to get hunted right down. And Brother actually going to hang on.
It's like where they're both on Tracers. Fox and Fear just absolutely pull it out of nowhere. Like you said, they were down in that fight and needed heroics and needed to win out trades. They absolutely did. Now they're in a pretty decent spot as both Eye Patch and Fear are nearing their Death Blossoms as well.
I do see Fox rotating around to the back here looking for a pickoff. A little bit risky. They could go in on him. For him, he's just focusing on Lucio's. He wants to kill Lucio early in the fight. Soundbear, though, is going to be coming out here for the side of One Shot as they move in. Ultimate weapon gets right into the backfield. Dot misses the Pulse Bomb as Fear is going to go down. Both sides are down to Reaper. Chronic, though, able to take out Eye Patch. It's now a 5v4 in favor of One Shot. They're doing what they need to do here as really everyone on Brother is super low right now health-wise. Pulse Bomb comes out, not able to land his Ultimate Weapon. Feast grabs both Lucios. And this is going to be a last-second retake here in favor of One Shot. And here come the Tracers.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be in time, though.
Eye Patch is going to stall it out, and he's going to die.
All right, will they keep it in overtime? Overtime is almost over. Tankra gets booped back, but not before setting up the overtime. Graviton is out, going to take out Comfy. Tracer on the way. No! Dot is able to kill that Tracer right at the end. And there you have it. One Shot going to defeat Brother moving on in the upper bracket, but Brother coming out with a pretty good showing nonetheless.
Yeah, one thing I want to look at for Brother, it's why they did well and why they lost at the exact same time, is that their Lucios were not both always healing. They were really aggressive on rotating in speed burst too, which allowed their Reapers to get in and out a lot better and a lot more successfully, but it also meant that they were also not replenishing the health at the same level that one shot was. So when you mention that they're all very low, it's because they were using speed burst so aggressively, so liberally. Sometimes it worked out. The last fight, it definitely didn't.
So we do have an update for the other part of the bracket. Colorado Clutch has gone through, so it will be one shot versus Clutch, and we'll be able to get right into that. No downtime required. We know Twitch chat abhors a vacuum, so just gonna get right into it.
Yeah, well, while we do have a little bit of downtime, though, I want to make sure that everyone's using the Matcherino code, ! Matcherino in chat. Moobot will hook you up with that link. Go to our Matcherino page. The coupon code is GGNA14. Throws $1 right into the prize pool. So why wouldn't you do it? It's not even your dollar. It's Matcherino's dollar and goes right to the players. So that's great. If you want to throw in more, we always appreciate it. Not ZP and I, because we don't get that money, but it goes right into the players.
It goes to the players, if nothing else.
The players definitely appreciate it. We've gotten messages to that. It's always nice to get a little couple bucks into that prize pool. So if you think the team that you like is going to win or take second or third, throw some money into that prize pool. It goes right to them as well. And of course, our initial prize pool is furnished by our sponsors G2A, Rocket, OWKings.com, and PF.GG.
Alrighty, so we're getting Clutch right